We're live, Greg.
You're live.
You got to hit.
We are watching live on Bengals and Brews. Sorry about this. My name is Greg Luther, and we have Pork Chop with us right here. I did not know how to do the intro or anything, so please excuse me.
You got to do it. You got to do it like this. What?
Who they, baby? Let's go! It's time! Cincinnati, we gon' rise and up. In the jungle, we united up. Trippin' orange and black and white. Who they when we fight? Live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move? I can Now who wanna move? Crossing on. Now who wanna move? If you got stripes, then you let the city know you rock 'em. Yeah, we got 'em. Yeah, we fought 'em. Like that black and orange up on 'em. Finger bottle, never stop it. So the beast and know 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes? Flossin' on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen. We gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who they we ignite and
Like that, Greg.
There we go.
Hit the button like that.
There we go. Well, there he is. What's up, buddy? Arrow? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic. How are you all doing?
Doing good. Welcome to this glorious Friday afternoon. For the final game of the weekend. Hopefully we'll see a bunch of you down there. But we'll just make the announcement now. Shout out to our two sponsors, 50 West and Midwest Best Barbecue, where both of them we will be tailgating with 50 West and Midwest Best Catering at the game Sunday. We got plenty of beer. I know Derek can vouch for that also too.
We got like 8 cases of beer.
I don't know. I got into it. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you did? Derek drank you 5 cases of beer.
Yeah, I drank 5 cases last night. No, it's dry January for me, so none of
for like what? For a couple days, or?
Well, I'm having a cheat day on Sunday. How about that?
Okay, yeah, it's like I don't know if you ever watched The Office. Remember when Dwight is like shunning Andy Bernard, and he's like, "When are you going to stop shunning?" He's like, "Unshun right now." Then shun back. So that's what you're probably doing. There you go. And also, big news yesterday. Thanks to Tyler Meinring, came up with this badass new logo for us.
Oh yeah, that's true. Is that the one up here in the corner?
That sure is. I don't know any of the computer stuff. You guys got to help me on that.
Oh,
it's available in the Chop Shop now too.
No, that's
not available in the Chop. Matt Walker immediately commented, "I need a T-shirt." So Matt, go to chopshop.com and you will find your shirt, buddy.
This one.
There we go. You got that badass logo right there.
That's it. Oh shit! I'll be right back.
All right,
that's an important phone call. I apologize. I'll be back.
No problem.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, so Derek, final game of the weekend. Unfortunately, we found out T's not playing. So let me ask you this:
He's doubtful, so there's a chance that he still could play. But I'm going to say we're probably 95-10 or 95-5 that he's not playing. But
yeah. So let me ask you this: we talked a little bit about on Rally. Are you wanting to win this game? I'll give you my answer shortly. Would you rather lose to get a draft pick, or would you rather win this game?
Don't ask me that, man. I was hoping not to reveal to everybody what.
You know what? You want to forget that question? Okay, we don't have to answer it.
Yeah, let's forget that question. Do I want to go 0-6 in the division? No.
No. I mean, no. Yeah, Darth, you play to win the game. I mean, look, we'll just leave it at that. Look, I just hate Cleveland. I don't care if it matters. I just cannot stand Cleveland. The only thing I'm praying for, Derek, right now is just Cleveland doesn't do anything big in the playoffs. That's what I pray right now. I just have a personal thing against Cleveland. I'm sorry. It's just not all Cleveland fans are bad, but just some of the fans I got to know over the years, I'm just like, I just can't stand it, man. I cannot stand Cleveland.
So
what's that?
I'll say this. I'll give the optimistic look on things. If you're worried about a draft pick, if you're thinking about a draft pick, which I'll admit I'm one of those people that wants us to get that top 12 pick, top 15 pick, whatever it's going to be. I will say this optimistically. I can almost guarantee you that there will be, if you look on Dale's board, if you look on my board, if you look on PFF's top 100 board, there will be a top 15 player available by the time the Bengals pick.
Right.
Whether it's picking 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, whatever, they will get a top 15 player because there's always players that get moved up in the process. You've always got quarterbacks. We don't need a quarterback. So there will be players that will be available to you because of that fact.
Exactly. There's, like you said, I think 3 quarterbacks are going to go. I mean, I know we're talking draft here, but 3 quarterbacks have gone. Derek, you hit the nail on the head right there, man. That's exactly what I agree with. I mean, right now, like I say, we're going to get a good, decent player no matter what, whether it's picking 18th or 13th, like you just said right there. We're going to get a top 15 pick.
Yeah.
Exactly. But other than that, though, man, yes. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, so what are you looking forward to in the game this week? And what are some things that you're looking forward to as far as snaps, players that are getting to play, players that aren't playing? What are some things that you're wanting to look into?
3 fingers in Greg's ass.
Yeah. Well, no. So,
what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, that's what Chop's looking forward to. No, that's a great question. Guys, they're going to be here for the long run. Give Miles Murphy the snaps. My guy Yoshi, give him the snaps. Get guys they're going to be here next year. Just give them the snaps, man. See what they become of. Just throw them in there, see what they can do. Guys like Trey. Well, I know Trey's probably trying to go for the sack record.
What is the record?
What's that?
What's the record?
3 more sacks. He needs 3 more sacks, I think, to kind of solidify his spot in the sack to be the sack leader on the year.
Yeah, I believe so.
I think he needs 6 more sacks to get the record. So I don't think he's going to get the record, but
Jesus Christ, if he does, man, I feel bad for fucking PJ Walker.
No, it's Jake Driscoll.
Jesus Christ, it's Driscoll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, let me ask you this, though. Funny thing.
Jeff Driscoll.
Like I say, now a lot of teams, sometimes teams when they this is for Cleveland's perspective, when they bench their players, a lot of times when a team benches their players, they don't do too well in the playoffs. You notice the really hot teams a lot are the teams just getting into the playoffs and their players are going. Do you still think it's a good idea to bench your players for the playoffs in some aspects?
I don't like it.
I don't know. I don't think it matters.
No, because I remember the year we went to the Super Bowl, we did bench some of our players for that Cleveland game. So, I get what some people may think and all that. But like I say, do you really want to risk, say if you lost Trey Hendrickson in a final game that didn't mean anything and you're thinking to yourself, why did I do that? I guess you could argue for the preseason also in some aspects. Although I'm starting now to believe you need to start playing players in the preseason a lot more to get ready for the season. That's a different story.
Yeah. We'll talk about
Tyler
a little closer to next year, but
yeah. So Tyler. Yeah. Hey, if everybody can, I don't know if any of you know, Dale's going through a hard time right now. We're just giving thoughts.
Put it on Twitter. You can say. Put it on Twitter. I mean, put it on Twitter. His wife was in a bad car accident. She's doing okay, but the car accident wasn't great, and she's in the hospital. So anybody that's got any prayers or thoughts, positivity to send to Dale's way, that would be great.
We love you, Dale.
Yeah.
But I mean, this game, a final game of the year, I mean, I think we can all agree. It just sucks, because we really wanted this game to mean something. It's just like, a couple weeks ago, I remember a friend of mine telling me after the Pittsburgh game, hey, we can start thinking about the draft now. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I hate that. Jake Browning, I'll give credit. He gave us something to believe in. He gave us that belief of keep moving forward. And so I don't know about you guys. Jake Browning has earned my trust as my backup next year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I still think he'll get some offers possibly to start somewhere, and I ain't mad at him if he goes. And I ain't mad at Cincinnati if they let him go because it's his shot, man. He ain't going to get another shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I believe, Derek, you might know this. Don't we have him controlled for almost a year or two?
Yes, we do. We do have him controlled. But what I'm saying is, let's have the Bengals not be fucking cocksuckers. If he's offered a starting gig somewhere, let's let him do the starting gig. I mean, the guy's you're talking about a difference of fucking millions and millions of dollars if he signs a contract, even if he goes somewhere and he's a fucking bust like Kirk Cousins.
What?
Right, Derek?
What?
No, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes these backups, like Kirk Cousins was a backup, man. He went to Minnesota. He's doing, he does good. So
Yep.
I'm just saying, like,
You like that?
Yeah, you like that? You like that? That was at Washington, though. But what I'm saying is, if this man gets, if somebody's calling and saying, hey, we want to have him for our starting quarterback, man, I hope the Bengals, I want to keep that solid backup quarterback too, but I'm a human being. So, I mean, that's life-changing for him. Now, he's making great fucking money. $1 million a year is a lot of fucking money. But it ain't fucking $6, $7, $8, $9, $10 million a year. You know what I'm saying? And that's money he could possibly get.
So here's the thing that's going to factor into that. And I don't know, there will be a lot of stipulations because no matter what, if you trade the guy, then the team's going to have the same control that you have. So the chances of him getting starter money probably very slim next year. He's probably going to get what he's going to get. But my whole thing is, if you're going to give me a first-round pick or a second-round pick, absolutely. Anything less than that, I don't want to get rid of him.
No. Especially what happened this year with backup quarterbacks in general. My question is, I wonder if, like, when people even get backup quarterbacks in the draft, a lot of times they wait to, like, the late fifth or sixth round. You wonder if some teams for a backup quarterback may even try to think about maybe not the third, but maybe even the fourth round for a backup quarterback.
I mean, look at what Green Bay did. Green Bay continues to do it every single year. They got their backup with a first-round pick. I could see it happening this year, honestly, because of the issues that you ran into. 18, 19, 20 different starting quarterbacks in the NFL, something like that. I can't remember what it was, or different backups, I mean.
What about if we traded up and got a backup Jaden Daniels?
I'd be okay with that.
Fuck. Hell yes.
If somebody wanted to, I don't know, if somebody wanted to give us a second-round pick and we was able to package, I don't know.
It'd be a travesty, though, man, to fucking Jaden Daniels to go to a team to be a backup quarterback.
Now that I started thinking about it, I'm like, I don't want to spend the first round pick on a backup.
Yep, probably not. What were you guys talking about when I was on the phone, though? I missed it.
So we were getting ready to discuss what you guys want to see happen with the Bengals as far as like snaps go. What do you think? What do you think we're going to? Or do you get Chuck Sizzle? Do you think we'll get Andre Yoshivach more snaps? What do you see happening this week?
I see happening that they're going to go out there and they're going to try to win with what they got. So they're probably going to play their best players. That's what, son of a bitch. That's what I think. God damn it. Hold on.
So, speaking of Yoshivach and Charlie Jones, the Chop was bringing up, Derek. Let me ask you, what have they done enough to prove to you they should be on the team next year? Or was that even not a fair statement to say?
That's not even a question. They'll be on the team next year, and they'll probably be
exactly. Yeah.
God damn,
they'll
man.
Be wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4, probably.
Right. I mean,
what I was going to say though, sorry about that was a follow-up call for the same call, but I should be done with those calls now. But what I was going to say is, like, I know they're going to play Chase, but I mean, to be God's honest truth, man, come on. I understand what they're doing, and I understand where everybody's saying go out to win and stuff like that. I just don't want to see any injuries, and he's already injured. He's going to go in there. He's not 100% on that shoulder. So I'm not going to be mad if they don't play him.
You know what?
Probably will, but I won't be mad if they don't.
Go in. I'd be okay if they go in the first series of the drive, pass it to him 5 times, and then he sits out the rest because he only needs 5 more passes, right?
Right.
To get the reception.
Oh. Man. I hope he doesn't try for some kind of a fucking record and get hurt.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I get both sides of the story here, but like I say, just make it interesting, man. Just leave. But then again, we get that winning record. I mean, let's try to say, hey, at least we had a winning record this year. I know that's not the best thing to think about, but hey, 9-8 is a hell of a lot better than 8-9.
Here's my theory. Who going into the game, man? If we win, good. Fuck Cleveland. I fucking hate Cleveland. I would love to stomp the shit out of Cleveland, even if it's their fucking. I don't care if they got their fucking janitors in there playing.
Exactly.
I'd like to kick the shit out of them. Like they could pull fucking random 12 guys off the street and put them in there. Kick the shit out of them. Fuck them. But also, if we lose, I don't give a fuck. And then all the comments on Twitter from the Cleveland fans about beating us, I'll just laugh. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no,
it's all about next year. I mean, we're not in the playoffs this year, so it's about next year. But kicking the shit out of Cleveland on the way out, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Speaking of fan bases, I got to touch on this quickly. You know how I'm not going to name this fan base. There's a certain fan base out there says, oh, we're getting bribed for nominating one of our players for Walter Payton Man of the Year. When that one fan base is auctioning off that other Walter Payton Man of the Year's nominee's jersey. And I'm like, how is that not a bribe?
Kansas City.
How about those queefs?
Queefs.
I'm just saying, I just want to put that out there right now. Like I say, I mean, that's just
fucking score losers, man. We're whooping their fucking barbecue.
Yeah, I mean, that's just so asinine.
Look, we're going to beat them on Walter Payton Man of the Year. Plus, they ain't got fucking Midwest best barbecue out in that bitch.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's all I need to hear.
Kansas City.
That's all I need to hear. Yeah.
You fucked up. You should have offered Tim and Nicole a nice fucking ass fancy mansion out there in Kansas City so they'd bring their sweet ass tasty fucking barbecue out there, but you didn't. You fucked
You don't
up.
have 50 West, and don't even have 50 West beer either.
You ain't got 50 West beer. You ain't got Midwest best. Fuck you, Kansas City.
You
got a whole bunch of referees on your fucking payroll, though.
Yeah, Teddy. For those out there, keep voting for Teddy Karras. We all can vouch here.
Yep.
He is so deserving of Walter Payton Man of the Year. The money that he has just raised for Village of Mercy is just incredible. Just so awesome. Keep doing what
$1 million, over $1 million in hat sales, and a lot of that goes to the Village of Marici. Yes,
I mean that's all you can ask. Like I say, that's all you can ask for. Just an incredible thing that's going on. It's going to, it's just incredible. He 100% deserves it. But anyway, sorry to get back to what we were talking about. For the game Sunday, like I say, I keep going. Like I say, Browns fans, it's fun to get Browns fans' face. We know Browns fans, they're always going to say something else. That's the fan base. If you guys worked with this one Browns, you know how you say Tyler Kelly drives you nuts. There was a guy I used to work with, not a bad dude, but every year he's like, "Oh, Browns are going to be good. Browns are going to be good." I'm like, I'm waiting, but they're good this year right now. Anyway, the game, like Pork Chop said, if they lose, I'm not going to cry in my pillow or anything like that. Hey, we got next year to think of. It's going to be
our destiny year, Greg.
Dude, Chop, you even said that way before the season even started, and that's exactly right.
I did say before the season started. As soon as I found out where the Super Bowl was next year, it clicked. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Exactly.
That's the year. I'm being honest. I was like, this year I thought we could go to the Super Bowl, and in my head I was ahead of battle. Like, how can we go to Super Bowl this year when next year's our destiny year? And I'm trying to figure out how in the fuck that's going to happen. I thought, well, I guess we can just go 2 years in a row, and then it fucking happened. Joe got hurt. It proved it one more time. Next year's the destiny year. Last time Joe Burrow had a season-ending injury in Week 11, what happened next year? Super Bowl, motherfucker. That's what happened. It wasn't a rhetorical question. I want you to answer. So he gets hurt Week 11 this year. Next year, Super Bowl, Superdome. Joe Burrow doesn't lose in fucking Louisiana. Doesn't happen. He's a winner.
So I've got one more question for you guys, and then we'll get into a little bit of the we'll dip our toe in the free agency and the players we could possibly be losing this year, or this coming year. So my question is, I heard this on Hear That Podcast Growling, so I wanted to give those Paul and not Jay anymore. What's the guy's name with him now?
Oh,
I wanted to give those guys their credit because I thought this was interesting. Would you guys be okay because every team has down years in their Super Bowl windows and all that. Would you guys be okay if this was the type of year that whenever we have a down year, we're still winning 9-10 games?
Yeah, no, I'll take that, man. I mean, if that's a down year, I'll take it, man. I don't care if some people want to say something like, "Oh, man, you guys have low expectations." I don't give a shit. I'll take that.
Yeah, they was talking about the Chiefs and how the Chiefs had a down year this year and they still made the playoffs. For the Bengals, if their down year it ended up being 9 or 10 wins and still in the playoff hunt, even without a backup or even without their starting quarterback, I'll take that every freaking.
It would still be a down
time.
year if we would have beat Pittsburgh.
Well, no,
and made it to the playoffs. It would have still been a down year.
Well, one guy, I don't know what the guy's name was. He said the Bengals. They said statistically, this was the hardest schedule they've had of any team in any years. Literally, every single team they played was
49.
I know, that's what I'm saying. The hardest schedules they had out of any season. And with Joe being hurt most of the time, and when Joe went down, you are backup who hasn't played at all in his like 5 or 6 years that he was in the league. Yet we still won 8 games. I mean, that's remarkable. I'm sorry, that's awesome.
Yeah. He was only healthy for like 4 games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that when Joe was healthy, have people forgotten when Joe was healthy? We won at San Francisco, who some think is the favorite to win the Super Bowl.
We kicked their ass.
We just didn't beat them. Yeah,
hey, we beat them worse than the Ravens did.
Right.
I was going to say the 4 games Joe was healthy was the weeks we went 4-0.
That's right. And fucking Buffalo, they're in there. That's actually the team I'm fucking gonna root for the Super Bowl. So you're fucked, Buffalo, because I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I haven't settled on my team yet. I'll have to decide because I said I didn't think Buffalo would make the playoffs, and I remember
they're hot right now.
I am totally eating crow, Glenn. So I know I said I apologize to you for doing it to you already. So,
man, I hope they go down and just kick the shit out of Miami.
Yeah,
and I do owe Joe a beer on Monday because I said the flying Russell Wilsons would make the playoffs.
Well, now, Derek, here's what you do. Just act like you're paying for the beer. Just take a 50 West beer, act like you're paying for it, and like, here you go.
I could just say I was going to get him a beer and just not.
Joe, on Monday, you guys going out?
On Monday?
You said I owe Joe a beer on Monday.
I thought I said Sunday.
Oh, I thought
you said Monday.
No.
He did say
Monday. Oh, you're going to be Joe for me. I was going to say, man, I'm like, oh, dang.
They got a secret get together. They didn't tell us, Greg.
I was going to say, what the hell, man?
We're fucked.
Yeah, I drive clear up to Dayton or wherever he lives in
Columbus, I think.
I think he lives near Columbus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no.
Anyway.
But anyway, one thing you want to point out, also get to his free agents. Let's just get to the one free agent. I mean, clearly he didn't interview Jay Morrison. I mean, even though he didn't say it, it's like he really didn't have to say it. Jonah Williams does not sound like he's too positive, like that he says he really wants to stay here or anything. Are we going to see Jonah's last game as a Bengal Sunday?
No.
I still want to do everything I can to find a way to have him stay.
I just got a gut feeling he's going to be here. I think he also in that same interview talked about how he didn't rag on the fact about right tackle. You know what I'm saying? So I think they make him an offer and maybe he stays.
Yeah, if the money, if they come in with the offer, I mean, I'll tell you guys this, man. I don't care if people disagree with me or not. I think Jonah should almost be our number one priority this offseason because we got to build up in the trenches big time, man.
Yeah, like, he's the number one priority. Also, then we don't have to waste the first round pick on a fucking tackle.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I don't want to go to the draft thinking I may have to draft a tackler because we already got enough problems as it is. I mean, I want to do everything I can to get Jonah signed, right? But 2 things worry me: one, that he doesn't want to come back, and 2, I mean, you look at Mike McGlinchey, what he got. I mean, what, $88 million? I mean, it just takes one team to offer you that contract. And there could be that one team out there that says, hey, we still think you can play left tackle. And he's going to jump at that shot.
Yeah.
So,
I think the Bengals are going to try really hard. I think they're going to give him a qualifying offer.
Right.
I'm just not sure. I'm not sure if what the Bengals think is a qualifying offer for a right tackle is the same as what the NFL thinks. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Well, it's also
if the Bengals give him a decent offer. I'm sorry.
No. I cut you off. I mean, I was just going to say, like, they gave Jesse Bates a fucking decent offer. You know, it was almost exactly what he got in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Just the guaranteed money was different.
Right. Yeah. I was just going to say that if the Bengals give him a decent offer, I think he will stay here, and I think he will play right tackle for us.
And I think they will give him a decent offer.
If you guys were to put him in order for the big three, how would you prioritize them? Because I think there's a more than a 50% chance all three are back next year. Mm-hmm. But I kind of wanted to get your guys' thoughts.
Pork Chop, go first.
Are you talking about the three being Jonah, T, and Reader?
Yes.
In the order I would put them, I would put Jonah, Reader, T. That's in order of importance to me.
For me, if Reader didn't get hurt, it would be a big debate at number one, honestly. But think of it as, I mean, DJ Reader, his injury, I mean, I've heard some people tell me that he may not even be ready till November of next year. But I still want to try to get him back. But just because of the injury right now, he'd be third. But, I mean, T, we're going to tag T. That's why I'm not too worried about it. They're going to tag T over Jonah. That's not going to be a debate right there. But, no, for me, it would go Jonah, T, Reader.
Dustin in the chat gives us a $5 super chat.
Thank you so much, Dustin. We always appreciate you, buddy.
Yes, we do. He says, going to be honest, more concerned about the Bengals' skill set and foresight. The way they treated past offseason was horrendous. And he's not wrong because, I mean, we got Orlando Brown Jr., but that's because his agent called Cincinnati. So I do hope that they're aggressive, and the aggression I want from him is to sign Jonah and then bring in some free agents on the defense.
I mean, a buddy of mine said, hey, what do you think of Chris Jones? What do you think of Chris Jones? I'm like, look, us and 30 other teams are going to want Chris Jones. I mean, like, you know, I don't want to start talking about other free agents, but I'm just saying we would not be the only team wanting Chris Jones, I have a feeling.
Unless he does like an Orlando Brown Jr. and he gets has his agent call Cincinnati too because he wants to beat Kansas City.
Hey, Orlando Brown, if you're watching this right now, call Chris Jones right now to make sure to contact him.
That's right. Call your buddy.
Make sure you're – but, yeah, no. But anyway.
Zeus, call Odin.
Yep.
But Odin. Zeus, get on the phone with Odin and get him here.
Yeah. So, Derek, you said yours was the same as mine, you said?
Yeah.
I read the top three.
I'm sending Jonah an offer. And then with Reader, I'm going to tell him to go ahead and test the market and then come back to us and see where you're at and I'm going to give him whatever everyone else is giving him because of the fact that he probably won't start. He'll start the year on the pup. So I think that's going to affect his dollar amount drastically. So I'm going to go ahead and let him test the market and then just pay him more than what everybody else is. And then T, I'm not worried about T at all because if I'm the Bengals, I'm, like you said, franchise tagging him.
Yeah, the reason I put T third is because I don't think he's going to play here next year. I think Jamar already knows because his interview, he was like, might be like, just hit me last time we're all three playing together, you know?
Well, he may be referring to just Boyd. I mean, Boyd
referring to both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I cannot see us losing both Boyd and T.
He was also like in that same interview, he's like, maybe I don't have to take a cut. Maybe the cut comes from somewhere else. So maybe Jamar's looking for the bag, whereas before he was like, I'd take a cut to play with Jefferson again. Now he's like, maybe the cut comes from somewhere else. And that's in the same thing where he's talking about maybe the three of them have played together the last time.
Yeah.
I know, but I just can't see us losing both Boyd and T unless a miracle like Jefferson happens. I just can't see that happening, letting those two both go.
So unfortunately, and I hate to say this, because I love the guy. I am a huge big level supporter. But I think Boyd's year this year is easily replaceable. I think that the yards that he got, the catches, like everything, it just seemed to me like either he took a step back or just, I don't know if it just the middle of the field wasn't as open as it has been in years past.
Dustin said he heard that Reader's injury so bad he might not even be back on the field next year. So that is true. Like, even if his injury's like normal, he is not going to start the season. So that's something to think about too.
It's an ACL tear. And I forget who it was, but they came back from it, and it was like 6 months later was out there playing on the line, but that was an offensive lineman of ours. I forget who it was, but that offensive line is a little bit different than defensive line.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if there's a chance that he may not be ready until late next year, and if that's the case, then he's just going to have to wait until kind of like what they did with.
That was a quad tear you're talking about?
Yeah, it was a quad tear.
On the offensive lineman?
Oh, okay.
Was that a quad tear that you're talking about, Derek, for that guy too?
Maybe it was. I couldn't remember.
I know that's what DJ got, is quad tear.
Yeah. But like LC, he's still out. Or no, he did just get signed.
No, he signed to the practice squad in Dallas.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's the realistic, like, worst case scenario for DJ Reader is he goes until this time next year and is finally healthy.
Yeah, no, exactly. And so let's talk about let's talk about three players. Much we hate to do this. 3 players you don't want to see back next year. Right? I mean, that you would say
Nick
you
Scott.
2 more.
Nick Scott, Irv Smith.
One more. Well, no, could I say this? Should I say this? Joseph Osai? Or do you give him one more year?
No,
I ain't gonna miss him.
Nick Scott and Irv Smith. Nick Scott and Irv Smith. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. We wish it just didn't work out. But I'm trying to think. If I had to pick a third guy,
if I had to pick a third guy, I'd probably go to Mitch Wilcox, because both of those guys, I think their value is easily replaceable. I mean, we've seen it with Irv Smith firsthand. Tanner Hudson, that's one guy I definitely want back next year.
What about fucking Brad
Robbins?
Robbins?
Guy I definitely want back next year.
What about Brad Robbins?
He needs competition.
Any guys that has a 4-year deal because of their draft, I'm not letting those guys go. I'm gonna let them have like
I'm just saying, man, you're gonna be mad if he goes. I mean, he can't fucking punt the ball.
No, I'm talking.
Ooh, thank you, Ronald.
Yeah. What?
No, Ronald said Brad Robbins. Like, you're saying 3 people you ain't gonna miss off of that team, man. I'm not gonna miss a punter who can't fucking punt. I mean, he does have some good punts, but Jesus Christ, man, it's not like he did in Michigan. No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm talking. I was thinking like who are 3 guys that I want to get rid of. Like, I don't want to get rid of Brad Robbins unless we find somebody
competition
like
be nice.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Here you go.
Well, if he wins,
Jackson Carman, get the fuck rid of him. I thought they already did. They put his ass in the basement.
Yeah, and Magic Miguel. No, we get what you're saying. We know you mean Joseph Osai right here. Yeah, he is only 23 years old. We got to remember he's still young too. So yeah, that's something else to put in perspective with Osai. Obviously, I just think he didn't have. I guess I was getting a little hard on him. He didn't have the year we all thought he should have had. So that let's
say you're getting hard on.
What's that?
Did you say you're getting a hard on?
We were getting hard on him. Yeah, we were all getting hard on him.
In the middle of the show, you announce you're getting a hard on?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Speaking of yeah. But no, anyway. But like I say, like I said, the trenches next year for defense. I mean, definitely a lot. Like, I'll give you an example. Like BJ Hill, I think we need to restructure. Much as I like BJ Hill, and he's done an okay job for us, I think he's getting paid way too. I think that you need to find a way to restructure him. What do you guys think?
I haven't even started looking into deal restructures and stuff like that.
I don't.
Honestly,
is he up this year?
No, he's not up. He's got restructure means should we try to restructure to give? I think he has like one more year left on his deal.
I don't know.
We've got like $90 million in cap space or something like that. So I'm not even.
96, I think.
Yeah, no. I guess we got to start looking into that. I'm trying to think. Like I say, load up on the trenches. I mean, as much as I cannot stand the Browns, look what the Browns did. They load up on both sides of the trenches, and it worked really well. Big time. I think Bengals and Bourbon, he pointed that out on Twitter one time. And you know what? That's what, like I say, and even get extra linemen. And the offensive, as far as the offensive line goes, obviously if Jonah's gone, right tackles, then almost your number one priority. Eleno Brown did a good job. He's Pro Bowl alternate this year. Cordell Volson, hats off to Cordell Volson. He did a hell of a job near the end. In my opinion, he gets my most improved player in the second half of the season. Teddy Karras, who's going to be our Walter Payton Man of the Year award, that's also going to be good. Matthew Miguel just loves me, apparently. Matthew Miguel has an obsession with me.
He knows what you're thinking all the time. Chicken.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's
true, man. It's not chicken wings, it's calzones. If it's not calzones, it's Canado tacos. And if it's not either one of those, it's Chipotle.
Yeah, Matthew Miguel, he's obsessed with me for some reason.
Yes.
But
anyway, why wouldn't they be obsessed with you, Greg? You sexy motherfucker.
Exactly.
Can I ask a question on Cordell Volson?
Go for it.
This is 2 years in a row. He started off slow and then came on at the end of the year.
Right.
What if that's the type of player he is? What do you guys think? What should be
that's
done?
not good. We need.
Well, here's what you do then. Here's what you do. You just get another guard playing for the first half and then put him in for the second half.
There, Jackson Carman, right?
Funny story. I'm going to go to the Reds quickly. The Reds used to have this one pitcher named Edinson Volquez. He would give up like 4 or 5 runs in the first inning, but after that, man, he'd be solid after that. So what radio show host said, here's what you do. You put your closer in the first inning, and let Volquez play the rest of the game. Problem solved. Yep. And that's what we need to do. But no, that's a good question,
What? I think, wasn't that Mo that said that? That might have been Mo Egger that said that. Now I'm thinking.
No, not Mo Egger. No, I was listening to Willie. This was a long time ago. It was Willie Cunningham who said that one time, actually. I was listening to Willie Cunningham.
Maybe that's who it was, yeah.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, but that was funny. But this guy, Edinson Volquez, I don't want to get off topic here, but he would give up like 3 runs in the first inning, but he'd have like 6 or 7 solid innings right after that. So, yeah, that's all we got to do, man. Just get a guard and then put Volson for the second half. But no, I get what you're saying, though, Derek. I think he'll come around.
What do you think, Chop?
About Cordell Volson?
Yeah.
I think that we need somebody that can play all year. So I'm sure that he's going to be the starter next year. So let's see how he does. You got to play good all year, though, man. You can't fucking – and actually the whole offensive line I felt like played better once Joe got hurt. It seemed like to me like fucking Browning had all kind of time in that pocket.
Yeah, he
seemed
like
he had more time than Joe.
6 seconds before he got sacked.
Yeah, well, I mean, the problem is he was holding it too long, but too long's like 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. Like the moment Joe gets injured, Jake Browning goes out there and he's got like 5 or 6 seconds in the pocket. And I'm like,
yeah,
and still getting sacked. Right.
Yeah. So I just, I think that maybe you know how Dave Lapham's always like 5 fingers, make a fist. So hopefully this year and when Joe got hurt, maybe they gelled together, and so next year we'll come out the fucking gate swinging. I mean, all the guys are in contract next year still. So
next year we get that middle finger and we fuck the NFL up.
There it is, motherfucker.
Make that into a T-shirt. Hey, another T-shirt to make it at shopshop.com.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's going to be a very interesting offseason. That's all I'm going to say. This will be a huge
Hopefully it's a very interesting offseason.
Yeah, hopefully. But you know what? You know me, I'm staying positive. That's all we can do to stay positive about everything. No, Matt, you did point this out. Kappa was our best lineman, I thought, last year, but Kappa has struggled big time and all that and stuff. The second half of the season.
Now he did get injured, so that's another thing. Is he playing through an injury? That's another thing we got to find out. He got injured the Pittsburgh game, I believe.
Yeah.
So
and Magic Miguel is 100% to the tune of $5 into our account. Obsessed with Greg. He's here for the Yoshi talk and the nipple flashing.
Yeah, and also to give me shit.
And you talked about earlier on you had a hard on.
Yeah.
So that's you, Greg. Derek, when you get that $5, send that whole $5 to fucking Greg. That's his tip.
$5 to Greggy.
There we go. Thank you, man. Miguel, everything you donate, man, is coming to me, man. So go for it, buddy.
Not everything, just that one, Greg.
Yeah.
If he does another one, that goes to all of us.
Yeah, okay.
That one's for you, though. So you can buy a jar of honey and rub it on your nipples and send him pictures in his DM.
So we're not going to do over and unders, obviously, because we have no clue who's playing this stuff. But I do want to dip our toe a little bit into what we think the guys are going to do. So I'm gonna set some over unders. I didn't even bother to look at them yet.
There's a lot of toe dipping going on here. We just dipped our toes in something. Now we're dipping them in something else.
Yeah, we dipped our toe in chocolate. Now we're dipping it in nougat.
Yeah.
And then Greg's going to suck on it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Put me straight in that mouth with that $5.
So we'll start out with Yoshi Vosh. If I set the over under at 25 yards, do you guys think he hits it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think he does.
And is that specifically because you don't think T's going to play, or do you think they're going to get him more involved this week? Because
I thought T was out. I thought I read something. T's hamstring. He's out. And Cam Taylor-Britt was out too.
The last thing I saw was he was doubtful. So
I thought I saw something that said T was out with a hamstring and CTB was out with a quad injury.
Okay.
Did you see that, Greg?
Well, there you go.
Yeah, no, I know T was out. Yeah, no, he's doubtful. Yeah, I saw
and
he
Juice
was
is out too, right?
Did not see that.
Yeah, the thing I saw said Juice had a quad injury and T was a hamstring. They're both out.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Magic Miguel says T is out. Maybe somebody in the chat can let us know about Juice, Cam Taylor-Britt.
So if that's the case,
and Frank needs to start eating glass.
How far would I have to go up before you guys would take the under on Yoshi?
36.
Greg's at 100 yards. I know that.
Yeah.
Greg's at fucking setting the record for the Bengals.
Yeah, I'm setting the record. You don't even need to ask me.
What's the Bengals record receiving yards? I think Chase Brown said it like last year or the year before that, right? Against the Chiefs.
Right.
You mean Jamar Chase?
Yes, Jamar Chase. It was not Chase Brown. It was a Chase, but it was a Jamar Chase.
It was like 265 or something like that.
Greg's fixing 1 yard over
game.
that.
Yeah.
I would probably go.
What about
somewhere around upper 30s, lower 40s?
Okay.
What do you think?
Like it. You guys are helping my bets for this weekend.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Don't let me help your bets. I will not help your bets.
I was thinking around 32 as well.
Okay.
So what about Chuck Sizzle? Do you think? Well, let me ask you this: do you think Tyler Boyd plays?
Yes.
Why not?
Tyler Boyd's going to be playing for a contract on another team, so Tyler Boyd wants to play, especially if T's not playing because he can possibly get more targets.
Yeah, since we're on the subject of Chuck Jones here still, he's just been hurt. What's your guys' take on Chuck Jones? I know he said only have one. It's 1 year. He's a rookie for 1 year. What's your take on it?
I think this year he's going to get.
My take is it's either Chuck Sizzle or Charlie Jones.
Yeah.
Come on, Greg.
Greg likes mixing the best of both worlds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charlie
50,
Sizzle.
50 West Best.
Yeah.
Charlie Sizzle.
50 West Best.
What do you think about Charlie Sizzle?
Right.
Charles Sizzle. Yeah. I think that he's been hurt all year, and I think this offseason he's going to get some surgery, and I think he's gonna next year is going to be the time for him. My opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I really hate to. I really want to see him play, and I feel like that's going to hinder us. You know what? Why don't they give Chase his 5 receptions, put Boyd on the outside because Boyd wants to show that he's more than just a slot receiver, and then put Chuck Sizzle in the slot, and then let Chuck, Boyd, and Yoshi play the rest of the game.
Here's the injury, torn labrum.
Yeah. Well, no, we all knew before the season started that his shoulder was hurting. Yeah. He even said, and that was that's what I was getting me nervous, Yeah, Greg, I heard.
Crip said he heard you're allergic to Yoshi. Every time you hear him, you break out in an erection.
And there's no, it ain't no lie, Crip.
Yeah. Hey, Cinder Street says possibly Mixon's last year too, but he just redid his contract. He's got another year on it, doesn't he?
Look, they're going to keep him. I personally, I'm nothing against Mixon. And Mixon, man, did a good job, man. He played like he wasn't scared or anything. He still did a decent job. I just rather would start all over, man. Have somebody else with Chase Brown next year. That's just me. Or I wouldn't even mind having like 3 type of Chase Brown running backs. A lot of people just do 3 running back sets now, and I'm cool doing that too. But
how many yards does Mixon need in this game to have 1,000?
He needs 77 yards this game to get 1,000.
So I bet he plays because I bet he wants to get that 1,000.
And once again, that's right off the dome. He needs 168 to become second in Bengals history in rushing yards.
Rockin' Bengal says T's out, Woozier questionable, and Davis questionable. So I guess he didn't see anything on there about CTB. Maybe I was wrong.
I personally want Mixon back next year.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I do not want him as the lead back anymore. I want a true 50-50 split between him and Chase Brown.
Chase Brown, that was ridiculous. I mean, like, I get he's a rookie and all, but Travion Williams, I would even like Travion Williams is a great blocking running back to have on third down. I mean, I'd like to get him more involved. But I don't know,
My thoughts on Travion is, like, if you're in a scenario when it's straight drop back, kind of like we were at the end of the Kansas City game where you have to, when you're passing no matter what, they know you're passing no matter what. That's when I wouldn't mind having Travion in there blocking. But other than that, I would just go 50-50 between Chase Brown and Mixon. Because I feel like every time Travion's out there, that's when the guys know it's a pass play and they start going after it more. You almost get too, not necessarily cute, but when he's out there, I feel like everybody knows that it's a pass play.
Yeah, it's like when Hayden Hurst was here last year. When he came off the field, you knew it was a run. Or a pass. You knew he wasn't going to block. When they would send someone else in there, when Hayden come off the field, I felt like I could tell what the play was going to be.
Yeah. So that's my thoughts on Mixon. Greg, what was your thoughts on Mixon?
I personally, so I even said this last year, I was personally ready to start all over. I don't want to get too into detail, but I was personally ready to start all over. That was just me, but I'm fine having him back. Don't start that now. I was fine having him back, but I personally was willing to start all over at the running back position, to start out fresh, just get a committee back there to help out. Like I say, I'm not going to be mad either way because Mixon, he didn't play like he was scared in the backfield, man. He ran straight up the middle at times. I thought he's not playing like he was trying to be patient or anything. He did so much better this year, even though he didn't have like the big numbers or anything. And I will say that, but I'll put it this way: I'm not going to be mad or sad whatever happens.
Well, I mean, exactly what we all said. We weren't fucking mixing cutters. We were just saying, can't see him coming back for that same fucking salary, the same contract. And guess what happened? He restructured his contract, and we all said we wanted him back. We just didn't see him paying him that money, and they didn't. So, I mean, I was happy with what he did this year, and I am not upset that he'll be here next year.
Yeah. I think honestly they just need to improve the run blocking for next year.
Yeah.
If they improve that, because you've seen when Mixon had the holes, he'd get through them.
That's fact.
He still had enough burst for that, but.
Yeah, but no, Derek, I agree. But you also agree with this. Yeah, don't make him the lead back anymore. That's what I don't want either. Don't make him the lead back.
Yeah,
what? Go ahead.
Yeah, I want it to be kind of like it was with the tight ends, and like you don't have a true main guy. It's 50-50, 60-40, whatever you want it to be. But I do want it skewed more towards Chase Brown.
Exactly.
I love what I've seen from Chase Brown. The only thing that worries me about Chase Brown is he reminds me a lot of Tony Pollard, to where like I'm not sure he has the size to handle a full-fledged workload to be that main guy.
No, I hear what you're saying, man. I totally hear what you're saying. Man.
You're talking about the offensive line and run blocking. Do you think that Karras and Kappa next year, it's the last year on their contract? So
Ted Karras said he wants to stay here until he retires, and I think we can all agree we hope he does. I mean, I hope he keeps him. Kappa, that could be a different story. Kappa, like I said, we were talking about Kappa. He struggled this year near the end. I mean, Kappa struggled big time at times. Like I looked at the numbers at times. It seems like right when Volson was getting good, that's when Kappa was going down. Like I said, Kappa last year, when we lost Kappa in the playoffs, I was like, son of a bitch. That was because Kappa was our best line. Actually, Kappa has been here. This is his third year now. His first 2 years, he was this is the second year.
Yeah.
Last year, he was by far, in my opinion, our best lineman. And it just, I don't know what happened.
I think he was hurt this year.
He was hurt.
Second half of the year, I think he was hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. So
hopefully he comes back next year and he does good.
Well, you look at Sam Hubbard also. Go ahead.
I was just getting ready to say I'm getting ready to pick the kids up now, but I want to say one thing and then get your guys' thoughts really, really quick. So the only thing that worries me about Kappa is Tampa Bay never had a run game when he was there. Right. Since he's been here, we have never had a great running game. So, is that a problem? Is that the problem? I guess I should say.
You go ahead.
That John. He's just not a great run blocker.
I don't know. Man beats the shit out of me. I mean, I'm just being honest. I don't know shit about that shit.
Yeah. No. I that's something I'd have to. That's a great question, Derek. I don't know if I could answer that either. That's a very good question. But, anyway, well, Derek, before I let you go and all that and stuff, man, I mean, like I say, those of you coming down to Lot 1, please stop by. It'll be our last tailgate. Well, like I say, 50 West Beer, Midwest Best Barbecue. You talk about a good 1-2 punch right there. And by the way, 50 West, Midwest Best, thank you so much for both of you being just so awesome to us.
Yeah, thanks, man.
We love you both.
Absolutely. Love it. Who day, guys?
And but Derek, we'll let you get off. We'll let you get off here. And who day, buddy?
Yeah, who day, Derek. And he's out.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Chop, man, I mean, yeah, like I say, man, I was asked that in Rally, we were talking about it. Do you want the Bengals to lose? You don't want to win? And like Derek was saying, please don't ask me that question. I don't want to answer that question either. Or anything.
Man, to tell you the truth, I'd rather have him win, to be honest.
No, me too. You always want to win, especially against Cleveland. You always want to win.
Well, I want it to be a good fucking last game. You know what I'm saying? I want to go have fun with you and fucking everybody else in lot 1, drinking free beer, eating free barbecue. I want to go into a game. I want to have fun there. I want to walk out on a high note, kicking the shit out of Cleveland. I don't give a fuck if it's Cleveland's janitors in there playing. I want to kick the shit out of them, and I want to go back to the parking lot, bullshit with everybody, and then go home for the season.
Chop, you took the words right out of my mouth. I tell you what, the tailgate we started with that started this year, each and every tailgate was just so awesome. You know, I mean, the food was good. You know, Midwest Best Cater twice. You know, Santori's cooking was awesome. You know, Derek came in with cooking too. I mean, it was just so incredible this year. And I mean, I'm looking forward to it next year. I mean, like you said though, man, we had good times this year, but there'll be even better times next year. I can promise you that.
Yep, that's true. I'm looking forward to it, man. It's the big fucking lot 1 blowout.
Yeah, exactly.
We're right about the middle of the parking lot. Like if you were to take that parking lot and just look at, like, we're in the back underneath the highway part. Goes over.
Yeah, no. If you can find Bengals Bomb Squad, a lot of times shows the map where they're at. If you can find Bengals Bomb Squad, you will find us. We're like what shop? Like 2 or 3.
We're right across the aisle from them. Really,
right across the aisle
pretty
from
much.
Them.
I mean, when they yell for them fucking Bengal bombs, they're looking over there and yelling for us to come over there and get them.
And then, buddy, you see what I do? I stop what I'm doing and I run right over there and I grab a couple Bengal bombs for everybody.
Like, in mid-conversation with Greg, and the guy goes, Bengal bomb, and Greg
Bengal bomb. Wonder if, like, you or somebody who's like working on something or like can't go. I watch out for each and every one of you, man, and I run over there and I get what I need to get, man, and I usually never fails.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but
it'll be a good time, and I'm going to miss everybody after this game. But, we'll still be here. We're still going to be.
Hey, we're still going to be doing our off season. We're still going to be hyping people up. We're going to be doing some draft talk. Dale's a big draft guy. We're going to be doing a lot of that. Yep. Look for the flags. That's exactly right, Matt. Look for the rally. Other show I'm on, Rally and Bruise flags. You just find those flags, man, and just come say hi. That's all.
Big fancy.
Yep.
What else?
Other than that, though, Chop, you got anything else you want to add before we end the show?
Fucking who day?
That dude, that's all you can ask for, man. That's all
you want to add one?
Yeah. No. Hey, thank you, Miguel.
Oh man, thanks. I appreciate that.
Appreciate that, buddy. I mean, Chop, man, I think so. You and I both entered Bengals and Brews this year as 2 co-hosts and all that and stuff, man.
Yeah.
And, like I said, man.
Now we're the only ones here.
Now we're the only ones here. Go figure and all that. But like I say, Chop, it's been an honor. Like this whole season, man, it's just an honor. Like I say, we're not going anywhere. This is our last time, but it's been an honor this season co-hosting with you, Dale, and Derek. I've just loved doing this.
I mean, this is our last fucking. I mean, be honest, this is our last podcast with the Bengals season.
Exactly.
Our season.
We're not technically not, man, because we're in the year 2024. So not the last of the year, but no, this season.
Yeah, last of the season. So this is our last one for the season. So,
exactly.
I'm out. Prayers up to Dale. Prayers up to Marissa, the whole family. I should have put Marissa first because she's the one that was in the accident. So prayers up for Marissa, Dale, and the whole family. And hoo day to everybody. We appreciate